Hi, TT. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the extension of the closure of Nigeria's land borders to the 31st of January. The closure is a move to curb smuggling and protect local industries, especially agriculture, where the government says local farmers have been prospering since the borders were shut. Some borders were first closed without warning on August the 20th, and a total closure followed last month. The closure of the land borders has been hard on traders involved in cross-border commerce, but the government has been defending its decision. The Customs Service says it has led to a reduction in smuggling. Illegal importation of substandard goods has reduced, and that products like petrol are no longer diverted abroad. Customs say this means people now use their seaports, which has led to a revenue increase. There has also been a boost in the sale of locally produced rice and a reduction in human trafficking. Now, on the negative side, critics say the closure of the border is a breach of the ECOWAS protocol and on the free movement of persons and goods. It could also undermine the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, to which Nigeria is a signatory. These all add up to a reduction in inter-Africa trade and could also lead to diplomatic friction. Now to the war on terror. The Air Task Force of Operation Lafia Dole has destroyed an Islamic State of West Africa province hideout and killed some of the group's fighters at Rina Siki on the fringes of the Lake Chad in Borno State. The Air Force spokesman says the feat was accomplished after intelligence reports indicated the settlement was used as a staging area to launch attacks against land forces. Air Commodore Ibikule Daramola further says some ISWAP vehicles were spotted under some trees on Friday, and the fighter jets were sent to attack the location. The following day, another strike was conducted after some activities by the ISWAP fighters was observed in another part of the settlement. And the Nigerian Army has discarded plans to commence a nationwide exercise codenamed Operation Positive Identification, which will require Nigerians to show proof of their citizenship to soldiers. Acting Director, Nigerian Army Public Relations Colonel Sagre Musa, in a statement, described the report as mischievous. He explained that it emanated from a fictitious group, BRICS Company, which has nothing to do with the Army. On October the 8th, Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai had announced that the Operation Positive Identification, which is already in force in Northeast, will be extended to other parts of the country. The Chief of Army Staff said the exercise was to uncover people with questionable identities and curtail the movement of bandits, kidnappers, armed robbers, ethnic militia and other criminal elements. The Interim Management Committee of the Niger Delta Development Commission says some contractors are sponsoring attacks against its audit of the agency. The committee, however, pledges commitment to carrying out a thorough forensic audit despite the said attacks. Our correspondent, Habida Lawal, reports.
President Buhari directed a forensic audit of the Niger Delta Development Commission during a closed-door meeting with governors of the region's 9 oil-producing states. This is against the backdrop of the region's condition, not justifying the huge resources spent on its development projects over the years. A steering committee has subsequently been inaugurated to oversee the Commission's affairs pending conclusion of the audit. The move has generated mixed reactions, with some groups applauding it, while others feel responsibilities of the Commission and that of the Niger Delta Ministry are different.
Somebody who is particularly interested, a major contractor in the NDDC, who is a member of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he alone has 300 jobs in the NDDC, 300 contracts. Of the 300 contracts, he has been paid 120, has been paid, fully paid, and he has not mobilized to site for this 120. The remaining is what he is now using to mobilize thugs in the Niger Delta to go and instigate people to start to prevent the audit.
NDDC particular from inception as ordered by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. We are also in support of the interim management of the NDDC as recently inaugurated by the Minister of the Niger Delta Affairs to manage the process, the forensic audit, and to reposition the NDDC before the inauguration of the incoming board.
The Interim Management Committee is concerned that the NDDC is currently indebted to some contractors to the tune of over 3 trillion naira. It alleges that some contractors are trying to frustrate its efforts, most severe of attacks coming from a serving lawmaker who was awarded over 300 million naira worth of contracts. About 10 firms would be engaged to conduct the forensic audit. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.
Now, flights to and from New Delhi's international airport were delayed and diverted as pollution reached unbearable levels, leaving the Indian capital blanketed with heavy smog. More than 30 flights, including at least one international journey, were diverted on Sunday from the city's Indira Gandhi International Airport. In many areas of Delhi, air quality deteriorated into the hazardous category with the potential to cause respiratory illnesses. Low visibility caused more than 30 flights to be diverted on Sunday. And that's it on the news update for this hour. We'll take a break and return with sport news with Mike.